Solar panels are now more affordable and efficient than ever before, supplying much needed, sustainable electricity. But they only operate in the daytime. What if solar energy sources could also produce power at night? To do just that, university engineers have created a solar cell. The innovation occurs at a time when solar installations for homes and businesses are increasing. A study that was recently released in the journal Applied Physics Letters claims that this device can offer a constant renewable power source that is used during the day and at night. The novel approach makes use of a surprising solar panel fact. Throughout the day, sunlight enters the solar cell and strikes it. However, during the night, something somewhat opposite occurs. According to researcher Dr. Sid Asawarit, this is because solar panels emit infrared radiation, just like anything else that is warmer than absolute zero. Actually, the solar panel emits light, which we use to produce electricity at night. According to him, the photons that leave the solar cell and enter the night sky really cool it down. As photons leave the panel's surface, they carry heat with them. On a clear night with no clouds to reflect infrared light back toward Earth, the surface of a solar panel will be a few degrees cooler than the surrounding air. Dr. Asawarit and his colleagues are taking advantage of this temperature difference. Part of the heat being transmitted from the hotter air to the cooler solar panel can be absorbed by a device called a thermoelectric generator and transformed into energy. Dr. Asawarit's test array on a Stanford rooftop produces roughly 50 milliwatts per square meter of solar panels on a clear night. He believes that with just a few adjustments made in the proper spot, the device might produce twice that much electricity. This approach utilizes a neglected renewable energy source. The sun continuously sends 173,000 terawatts of energy to the Earth. Approximately 30% of that energy is reflected into space by clouds, atmospheric constituents, and reflective surfaces like snow-covered mountains. The remaining energy of the planet warms the atmosphere, clouds, oceans, surface, and everything else. Aside from the additional heat trapped by greenhouse gases as a result of human activity throughout the Industrial Revolution, that energy doesn't persist. Earth produces about as much energy as it consumes. The planet thus radiates an astounding quantity of energy in the form of infrared radiation. These emissions carry a lot of energy at wavelengths that are too long for the human eye to see. In actuality, this process is how more than half of the solar energy that enters the Earth's atmosphere is converted before it is sent back into space. Today, nearly 1 billion people lack access to electricity. People in that scenario can rely on solar during the day, but there's not much they can do at night. Dr. Asawarit explains that the technique developed by researchers can supply overnight backup illumination and power in off-grid and mini-grid applications, where solar panel installations are becoming more prevalent. Mini-grids are small, self-contained power networks that are useful when a population is too small or too distant to warrant extending the grid to reach it. The thermoelectric generators used in these solar panels are solid state as opposed to batteries, which lose their effectiveness after a few thousand charge cycles. As a result, their service life is essentially limitless, powering the extensive network of environmental sensors that researchers use to track everything, from weather to invasive species in remote areas. This is another excellent use for the technology. Such applications could do without batteries and the accompanying maintenance and repair costs if solar panels that provide modest amounts of electricity at night were used instead. To improve the quantity of energy that can be produced by this method, the team is still working on it. According to Asawarit, if you can achieve a watt per square meter, it would be very appealing financially. This kind of production would be a huge step toward the day that we can harness the now lost nocturnal infrared energy. Do you currently use solar power at home? Reply in the comments section. Like, follow, subscribe, and check back with us the next time to learn how science and you can work together to rescue the world.